And unto Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, he gave a part among the children of Judah, according to the commandment of the Lord, to Joshua, even the city of Arba, the father of Anak, which city is Hebron. And Caleb drove thence the 3 sons of Anak, Shashai, and Ahiman, and Talmai, the children of Anak. And he went up thence to the inhabitants of Debir, and the name of Debir before was Kirjath Sepher. And Caleb said, He that smiteth Kirjath Sepher, and taketh it, to him will I give Achsah, my daughter, to wife. And Othniel, the son of Kenaz, the brother of Caleb, took it, and he gave him Achsah, his daughter, to wife. And it came to pass, as she came unto him, that she moved him to ask of her father a field. And she lighted off her ass, and Caleb said unto her, What wouldest thou? Who answered, Give me a blessing, for thou hast given me a southland. Give me also springs of water. And he gave her the upper springs and the nether springs. And they gave Hebron unto Caleb, as Moses said, and he expelled thence the 3 sons of Anak. And Judah went against the Canaanites that dwelt in Hebron. Now the name of Hebron before was Kirjath Arba. And they slew Sheshai, and Ahiman, and Talmai. And from thence he went against the inhabitants of Debir. And the name of Debir before was Kirjath Sepher. And Caleb said, He that smiteth Kirjath Sepher, and taketh it, to him will I give Achsah, my daughter, to wife. And Othniel, the son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother, took it, and he gave him Achsah, his daughter, to wife. And it came to pass, when she came to him, that she moved him to ask of her father a field. And she lighted from off her ass, and Caleb said unto her, What wilt thou? And she said unto him, Give me a blessing, for thou hast given me a southland. Give me also springs of water. And Caleb gave her the upper springs and the nether springs. And the children of the Kenite, Moses' father-in-law, went up out of the city of palm trees with the children of Judah into the wilderness of Judah, which lieth in the south of Arad. And they went and dwelt among the people. But the fields of the city and the villages thereof they gave to Caleb the son of Jephunneh. This then was the lot of the tribe of the children of Judah by their families, even to the border of Edom. The wilderness of Zin southward was the utmost part of the south coast. And their south border was from the shore of the salt sea, from the bay that looketh southward, and it went out to the south side of Maaleh acrabbim, and passed along to Zin, and ascended up on the south side unto Kadesh barnea, and passed along to Hezron, and went up to Adar, and fetched a compass to Karkaa. From thence it passed toward Azmon, and went out unto the river of Egypt, and the going out of that coast were at the sea. This shall be your south coast. And the east border was the salt sea, even unto the end of Jordan. And their border in the north quarter was from the bay of the sea at the uttermost part of Jordan. And the border went up to Beth Hoglah, and passed along by the south, and passed along by the north of Beth Arba. And the border went up to the stone of Bohan, the son of Reuben. And the border went up toward Debir from the valley of Achor, and so northward, looking toward Gilgal, that is before the going up to Adummim, which is on the south side of the river. And the border passed toward the river of Eshnemesh, and the goings out thereof were at Enrogel. And the border went up by the valley of the son of Hinnom, under the south side of the Jebusites, and the same is Jerusalem. And the border went up to the top of the mountain that lieth before the valley of Hinnom westward, which is at the ends of the valley, which is at the end of the valley of the giants northward. And the border was drawn from the top of the hill unto the fountain of the water of Nephtoah, and went out to the cities of Mount Ephron. And the border was drawn by Baalah, which is Kirjath-jearim. And the border compassed from Baalah westward unto Mount Seir, and passed along unto the side of Mount Jearim, which is Cheshalon, on the north side, and went down to Bethshemesh, and passed on to Timnah, And the border went out unto the side of Ekron northward, and the border was drawn to Shikron, and passed along to Mount Baalah, and went out unto Jabneel, and the goings out of the border were at the sea. And the west border was to the great sea, and the coast thereof. This is the coast of the children of Judah, round about according to their families. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the children of Judah, according to their families. And the uttermost cities of the tribe of the children of Judah toward the coast of Edom southward were Kabzeel, and Eder, and Yagur, and Kinah, and Dimonah, and Adar, and Kadesh, and Hazor, and Ethnan, Ziph, and Telem, and Bealoth, and Hazor, Hadattah, and Kerioth, and Hezron, which is Hazor, Amam, and Shema, and Moladah, and Hazah-Gadah, and Heshmon, and Beth-Palet, and Hazah-Shual, and Be'er-Sheba, and Bez-Yahorah, and Bez-Yothah, Baalah, and Aim, and Azem, and El-Tolad, and Kesil, and Hormah, and Ziklag, and Madmanah, and Sansannah, and Lebaoth, and Shilhim, and Ayin, and Rimmon. All the cities are 29 with their villages. And in the valley of Eshtaol, and Zoreah, and Ashnah, and Zanoah, and Engananim, Tapua, and Anam, Jarmuth, and Adullam, Soko, and Azekah, and Sha'arim, and Adithaim, and Gederah, and Gederothayim, 14 cities with their villages. Zenan, and Hadashah, and Migdal-Gad, and Dilean, and Mizpeh, and Joktheel, Lachish, and Bozkath, and Eglon, and Carbon, and Lamam, and Keithlish, and Gederoth, and Beth Dagon, and Naamah, and Makkedah, 16 cities with their villages. Libnah, and Ether, and Ashan, and Ziptah, and Ashnah, and Nezib, and Keilah, and Akzib, and Mareshah, 9 cities with their villages. Ekron with her towns and her villages, from Ekron even unto the sea of all that lay near, Ashdod with their villages, Ashdod with her towns and her villages, Gaza with her towns and her villages, unto the river of Egypt, and the great sea, and the border thereof. And the mountains, Shalmir, and Jatir, and Soko, and Danah, and Kirjith Shanah, which is Debir, and Anab, and Eshtemo, and Anim, and Goshen, and Holon, and Gilo, 11 cities with their villages, Arab, and Dumah, and Eshean, and Janum, and Beth Tapua, and Aphakah, and Humta, and Kirjith Arbab, which is Hebron, and Zior, 9 cities with their villages, Maon, Carmel, and Ziv, and Jutab, and Jezreel, and Joktiam, and Zanoah, Cain, Gibeah, and Timnah, 10 cities with their villages, Halul, Beth-zur, and Gedor, and Ma'arath, and Bethanoth, and El-Tekon, 6 cities with their villages, Kirjith Baal, which is Kirjith Jearim, and Rabbah, 2 cities with their villages. In the wilderness, Beth Arba, Midin, and Sekakah, and Nibshan, and the city of Salt, and En-Gedi, 6 cities with their villages. As for the Jebusites, the inhabitants of Jerusalem, the children of Judah could not drive them out, but the Jebusites dwell with the children of Judah at Jerusalem unto this day. And the children of Benjamin did not drive out the Jebusites that inhabited Jerusalem, but the Jebusites dwell with the children of Benjamin in Jerusalem unto this day.